Hey, I'm Nathan with the ebookreader.com. So we got a comparison review for you guys today. We got the Kindle Paperwhite 3 on the left and the new waterproof Kindle Paperwhite 4 on the right. So let's go ahead and talk about the differences. There's a lot of similarities between these two. They have the same 300 ppi e-ink screen. Performance is largely the same, but the new Kindle, it's a little bit smaller and lighter. They've added more storage space, so it's available with 8 or 32 gigabytes of storage. And then it's got that flush front screen now, so the old Paperwhite had that indented screen. They added Bluetooth to the new model as well, so you can listen to your audiobooks from Audible with headphones or Bluetooth speaker. With the new design, it's got more rounded edges on the back. It's still got that soft rubbery coating, same feel as the Paperwhite 3. So here's a quick look at the front light. So you got to keep in mind that front lights differ a lot from one to the next, but comparing my two models here, the new Paperwhite on the right has a little bit more of a yellow tone than the Paperwhite 3, but it can vary a lot from one to the next. So the old Paperwhite has 4 LEDs. You can see them down there at the bottom of the edge. The new one, they added a fifth one. So there's 5 LEDs, but it's actually a little bit dimmer than the Paperwhite 3 screen, all the way maxed out. And like when you're using lower brightness, you got to add a couple to the Paperwhite 4 to kind of match the color, the brightness of the Paperwhite 3. So again, the color's a little bit different. You got a little bit more of a warmer color on the Paperwhite 4, though it might vary between one to the next. Another new addition with the Paperwhite 4, they added the inverted text mode. So if you wanted to read at night with the inverted text, that's an option as well. So here's a look at the text close up in direct sunlight with the front lights off. So you can get an idea of the screen. So I mean, they have the same screen. It's a little bit different with the glass on the front. It looks just a little bit lighter on the background on the older Paperwhite without the glass screen. So any layer you add over ink, you can add a little bit to it. So it's just a little bit different color with the newer one and the older one, as you can see here. Performance, though, seems to be exactly the same on both of these. I don't think Amazon upgraded the processor or anything like that. Page turns the exact same speed. When you're using things with the menu, the interface, everything seems to operate at the exact same speed between the Paperwhite 3 and the Paperwhite 4. So, you don't get any advantage that way. So most of the improvements come in form of hardware with the waterproofing, the extra storage space, and the added addition of Bluetooth. There is a couple of software differences. Like I showed earlier, you got the inverted text mode on the new Paperwhite. So you can go with the white text on a black background, and it works with everything. It's not just the reading part of it, like all your menus, the covers, they'll all be inverted. The one thing that's not inverted, though, is like the dictionary. It's kind of funny how it's that little box right there. Another subtle difference with the software on the Paperwhite 4 is there's this power saver option in the settings menu. So one thing I noticed is like the Paperwhite, when you turn it on, the new one, it has a delay of a few seconds before it'll turn on. The Oasis does the same thing, and you can turn it off in the settings menu by doing that. So the new Kindle also has Bluetooth support. So if you wanted to listen to audiobooks, you can download your audiobooks to your Kindle and you can listen to them. But you can't switch to, you can't use immersion reading where it highlights the text. You can either use the interface here for the audiobooks. You got some different settings here for like the speed and your volume when you've got your Bluetooth device connected. You can jump to the different chapters in your audiobook. Another thing you can do is you can even add notes and bookmarks to different positions of the audiobook if you want to go back to them later. You can even tie a text notes to it here. So yeah, the thing with the audiobooks, though, like people are always wondering if you can read the ebook while the audiobook's playing. So that does not work that way on Kindles. It's probably just a limitation with the ink because of the way it works. It just doesn't refresh fast enough. Another difference here is they have the disable touchscreen on the new Kindle. It's really kind of cool feature, actually, because it only works with swiping. So if you accidentally touch the screen at all, if you're just holding the device and your thumb goes on the screen, it's not going to turn the page unless you do that very specific swiping motion. So if you're coming from the Paperwhite 3, there's really not a whole lot of reason to upgrade unless you just want the waterproofing or the Audible support or the increased storage space, because as far as like the screen goes and the reading features go, the speed, the operating, all that, it's pretty much still the same. There are some subtle differences with the front light. As you can see, it's just a little bit different color, but different brightness kind of on the older Paperwhite and the new Paperwhite. But if you're coming from one of the older models, it's probably more worth the upgrade. So here again, here's a kind of a look at some images. Just a little bit different color on the newer Kindle screen with the added glass layer, just a slight little bit more of a yellow tinge to the screen. The Kindle Voyage still has the clearest screen of any Kindle as far as like the text contrast. I'll be doing a different comparison review with the Kindle Voyage, so check that out. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this video. Check out the ebookreader.com for the full written review. I'll be posting some additional comparisons between the new Paperwhite and some of the other models as well, so you can get a closer look at it in action. Thank you guys for watching. Check out the ebookreader.com. Bye.